Many foreigners who are working with Japanese people think that they're being constantly ignored, but they never know why. You've been thinking your whole career why Japanese people avoid you when there's just a few things that you have to change in order to be respected again. And because nobody told you what you did wrong or what you're doing wrong, I want to tell you personally, as a person who was born and raised in Japan, some things that you can fix when talking to Japanese people. If you don't know me, my name is seannarron and I work as an interpreter in a Japanese company here in Japan. And I promise you that at the end of this video, you're going to start having long-lasting, nice relationships with Japanese people around you, especially at work. Now, let's talk about why they avoid you. Right, so the first reason why they might be avoiding you is that they just consider you as an outsider. They think you're an outsider still, right? But don't get too pessimistic, guys. There's a way to make yourself an insider and get respected again, which we're going to talk about in a bit, right? But back to the reasons. So why do they think you're an outsider? Well, one, we have to think how Japanese people think. We have to be in their shoes. Your personality is formed depending on what kind of environment you're from. Now think about Japan, right? Japan is an island that has been geographically far from the world and didn't have much contact with, other countries. So people tend to be very sensitive about new things, right? So people like to stick to old things here, not new stuff. We like to stick to, old-fashioned stuff. That's why I find Americans, for instance, very tech savvy, while Japanese people don't even know how to use a computer without a mouse. Not everyone, but a lot of people are like this. And I'm the only one using my touchpad at work. Everyone tells me that I'm weird, right? Because I work at a Japanese company. Everybody uses their mouse, right? But guys, so it will be normal to not trust foreigners at first because they're not used to things that they're not used to, right? And the same way they keep carrying coins instead of a credit card when they shop, they'll keep avoiding you until you make them feel comfortable. Until the Japanese person feels comfortable, they don't switch to the new thing. They always keep doing the old thing. Okay, this is just a difference. It's not about who's good or who's bad. It's about this is just a difference, right? You're gonna have to deal with this. So how do we tackle this? I always tell my students in my program, which by the way, you can apply from the application below if you want to have a quick chat about your situation. But anyways, guys, I always tell them to start by asking friends or coworkers what they usually do outside of work on their weekends. That's the easiest, most common way to actually start getting closer with coworkers. Phrases like 休みの日何してるんですか? or 趣味とかあるんですか? 趣味とかないですか? And they'll start to open up because guess what? Japanese people don't really talk a lot about their life at work anymore. It used to be the case where everyone knew about your private life at work when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid growing up, seeing adults and all that, that was the case. But now it's not like that anymore. It has been becoming more westernized these days, but deep down, they really want to know you. And they want you to know them, okay? I know this because I was raised here. We have this group mentality where it feels nice to know about each, person's family, where they come from, where they live and all that. In the West, you may not do that a lot, but here people feel safe when they talk more about their private life at work. It may sound a little weird now, but this is just the difference between Western culture and Japanese culture. And guys, let's talk about the second reason they might be avoiding you. A lot of Japanese people think that their English sucks, okay? So they might be avoiding talking to you because they think their English sucks. This is more of a modest, their modesty killing the opportunity kind of situation. And I see many Japanese people not even trying to talk to English speakers like you because they feel like they cannot communicate in English, which in many cases they actually can. They're actually better than you think, but they just don't even try because just like work, they think that they have to be good at it. We have this perfection, everything has to be perfect kind of mentality, and it kind of sucks sometimes, but we're just gonna have to think about how to tackle this, all right? So, but guys, I say there's an opportunity right here. If you make them feel like it's okay to suck at English, or it's okay because you speak a little bit of Japanese too, it becomes a win-win. They don't feel bad anymore because they see you, not only them struggling with their English, but they see you struggling with your Japanese too. But just not talking to them or not approaching Japanese people, nothing starts like that, right? You gotta make the move. I'll say it again. They think they suck at English, so make them feel comfortable. Make them feel like it's okay by speaking a little bit of Japanese or by helping their English, right? I would say you trying Japanese is much faster because it gives them the opportunity to speak to you more. So learn words and phrases that come in handy at the workplace. And finally, guys, the biggest problem for you now is probably learning the language and culture, both of them, all by yourself. If you feel like you don't want to go through this phase alone, I do have a program where after completion, you're gonna start to gain confidence and respect at work again. So you can apply from the application form below if you want, all right? And guys, if this video helped you, that's most important for me. And thanks for letting me serve you like this on YouTube. I'll talk to you in our next one. Bye-bye.